We back with Lou Talks. Took a while to get this mic working. Took a while to fix the audio. Hopefully the audio's coming in way better, way cleaner, way smoother. Let's get into it. We're doing 3C films today. We cover movie shit. My dog, anytime any info on new movie coming out, any type of plug on a new movie, go to 3C Films on YouTube. He will put you on. You now Lou Talk. Let's talk about it, man.
Thank you for clicking on the video, my movie peeps. Let me tell you some movie news. Some of the things we'll be discussing here today, guys, is we got our first trailer for the Cat in the Hat movie. I'll be giving you my opinion on Vin Diesel talking about Paul Walker returning to Fast X.
Actually, I do want to talk about that. I personally feel like they should just, I don't know, like the franchise really went down. Y'all keep bringing up Paul Walker, bro. I'm just heavy on let people rest, but I guess they really need him to get some type of money. I don't know, that shit is, it's just crazy to me. Me personally, just let it be, man. I've been stopped watching Fast and Furious. To me, the only good Fast and Furious was like the first 3. Yeah. I think I see the 5th one. Maybe up to the 5th one. It was like dragging his safe around. That shit was crazy.
Part 2, and interesting little tidbits revealed by the cast of Superman, including our first look at the Hall of Justice. We'll be diving into that along so much more, so you guys know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and compliment the Ben 10 shirt, alright?
Shout out to Ben 10.
Dang. Off with Hail Mary. This is a movie directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, starring Ryan Gosling. It's based off an extremely popular book. Like, I mean, so popular that there's someone right now foaming at the mouth in the comment section ready to tell me, I read the book, Chris. It's incredible. You're gonna love the movie. Shut up.
Yeah, I ain't never read a book. Honestly, books to movies really don't matter. Book could be fire, movie could be trash. Movie could be trash, book could be fire. Did I say that twice? Book could be fire, movie could be trash. Movie could be fire, book could be trash. I don't know. That's funny, but I never read it.
Nerd. I don't care, you can read. Every time it cuts to Ryan or it's his turn to talk, he becomes this very exaggerated and funny person.
I really do
like, I think Ryan Gosling is very funny,
what it is,
but I feel like there's a clash in tone when watching this trailer a little. People who have also read the book say that the trailer gives away way too much, and I did.
That's another thing, bro, trailers. Why do y'all put the whole movie in the trailer? Like, if y'all... When I watch a trailer, I watch probably 15 seconds, 20 seconds max. I think the last full trailer I watched was Superman, the first trailer of the new Superman that coming out this month. But when they dropped like trailer 2 and 3, I didn't watch it, bro. They was putting just too much in it. I'm like, bro, let me go see the movie.
Did start to feel that when book. So wait and see. At the end of the day, I am excited. I am interested in the movie, but I'm not gonna lie, and I don't think I'd ever say this. Part of me felt like Ryan Gosling was a little miscast in this, but end of the world. Next up, we got the trailer for one of my most anticipated movies of this year, The Running Man, directed by Edgar Wright and starring Glen Powell. This will be the second adaptation based off the Stephen King book. Love this premise. Glen Powell plays a guy who just really needs money, has a sick daughter, decides to join in on this reality show game where he will be hunted down by anyone and everybody, and if he can survive a total of 30 days, he will win
some Hunger Games shit.
Money. Edgar Wright has always been one of those underrated directors that needs to get more love and attention, the public audience, for letting Scott Pilgrim versus the World flop. And on that, I will say it isn't as sci-fi futuristic as I was expecting, maybe because all I had was the previous Arnold adaptation that was very kooky, wacky, and out there. I thought maybe they'd do their own version of that, but it seems pretty tame and grounded, leaning more into the entertainment side of things. So next up, we were given our first trailer and look for the Cat in the Hat. In this
Cat in the Hat, I wonder in my lifetime alone how many Cat in the Hat movies gonna drop. But I ain't that old. How many Cat in the Hats are there, bro? So they just got the one film. Okay. Alright. I don't know. Just feels like there's a lot of Cat in the Hat. So this is only the second one. Still though, question still begs, bro. How many Cat in the Hat videos, movies gonna come out? in my lifetime.
Adaptation, Bill Hader will be voicing the Cat in the Hat.
The animation look kind of crazy
Bill
too.
Hader, I think, is so hilarious.
Fire,
so I'm kind of willing to excuse. I don't feel like his voice exactly matches the Cat in the Hat. We'll also bring up how he actually played a live-action Cat in the Hat for SNL. In this version, though, we will be seeing the Cat in the Hat work for a corporation known as the Institution of Imagination, where different animals that have an item that rhymes with their name, like rat with a bat, pig in a wig, or Cat in the Hat, are tasked to help children in times of need, and Cat in the Hat is the worst one at his job. The movie will also show two animation styles. One that involves cell shading that will take place in the imagination world, where it's a little bit more flat and not as detailed, and then when they go into the real world, it'll be much more of that detailed heightened CGI, which I think is just a cool added touch, mixing things up a little bit.
I fuck with it. I ain't think I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Will I go pay to see it? I don't got kids, probably not. But when it come out, you know, Voodoo type shit, Netflix type shit, Hulu type shit, Disney Plus, wherever it goes, yeah, I tap in.
Actually, the trailer didn't get me laughing all that much. The biggest joke they had was a fart joke. But I did like seeing the cat getting pepper sprayed by the kids. It just reminded me of the humor of the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat.
03 movie was fire.
The best Cat in the Hat movie. But I'm sure the movie will be fine and entertaining. I'm willing to give it.
Ain't gonna lie. Thing 1 and 2, that almost made me say I'm gonna go see it. I forgot all about them. They hard.
The shot. What did you guys think of the first trailer for the Cat in the Hat? Next up from there, let's talk about an update involving Scary Movie 6.
Scary Movie coming back. Marlon Wayne, a GOAT. This movie carried my childhood, bro. All of them was fire. Every single one. Favorite one, the one with the alien, I don't care. You can have your favorite. I'm not gonna come for you for your favorite. My favorite was the one with the aliens. They was peeing through their fingers. You had a little grudge bitch going like this. Bro, when they slid a knife underneath the door, crazy. Then my bro called me the other day. He talking about how one of the aliens is the voice actor of SpongeBob. I don't know if that's true. Somebody fact checked that for me. I believed him. That's hilarious to me. But yeah, Scary Movie 6, bro, that's crazy. I don't know how much of the OG cast coming back. I know I seen a little clip of Marlon talking about it. Scary Movie 6, bro, like, what the fuck?
That's so as you guys know, Scary Movie 6 is set to come out next summer, June 12th, 2026. And well, I was just scrolling on TikTok yesterday and I stumbled upon an interview with Marlon Wayans where he said this.
Yeah, this is the clip I was talking about.
You're asking a lot of questions. That's not your business, fella. I will say that we are.
That's wild.
Bringing the band back together,
and that's all I
wonder what they're gonna do, bro. That is crazy.
I cannot tell you how insanely excited I am for this parody movie to be back, to see what kind of characters and
Scary
movies they're going to be making fun of, and what is the main story this time around. It really does seem like they're going to be making fun of legacy sequels, so that'll need them to bring back legacy characters, aka Anna Faris and Regina Hall, Cindy and Brenda from the first movie, and we all figured that, but it's just nice to hear it from Marlon Wayans' mouth himself that, yeah, we're trying to get the band back together. Now, whether that ends up happening is a totally different situation. They got to look at the finance side of things, interest in the actors, schedules, all this. So as much as he wants it to happen, we could find out that they just never got it to work. But dude, it would be just so nice to get that cast from the first movie, put in a ghost face, and then just start making fun of some modern horror movies. That got me happy. How did you guys feel about Marlon Wayans saying yes, he's trying to get the band back together? Next up, let's talk about this thing Vin Diesel said over the weekend that fans were going crazy over. So you guys might have seen it by now because, yeah, I'm a little late to the news. So Vin Diesel was at an event where he started talking about his 3 conditions for making Fast X Part 2, aka Fast 11, I'm not a fan the final Fast and Furious movie happen. And well, these were his conditions.
The first is to bring the franchise back to LA. The second thing was to return to the car culture, to the street racing. You want to know what the third thing was? Reuniting Dom and Brian O'Connor.
All right, a couple of things on that. I am a big fan of the Fast and Furious franchise.
Like, the crowd crazy for it, me personally, y'all heard me at the beginning. Let Paul rest, man. Let Paul rest. That's how I feel, bro. Like, y'all keep milking him, man. Milking him and milking him. Hey, who knows, bro? Maybe he's enjoying the movie from above, bro. Maybe he's looking down. Like, I'm glad they keep it going. Who am I? Lou Talks. Chris like it. Tokyo Drift was raw.
Blockbusters from like Fast 5 to Fast 7, that was the golden era, and
he calls that the golden for real.
But it was Fast 9 that just blew it all and made me so disinterested with what they were doing. Fast X was only slightly better, but it wasn't that amazing. It definitely felt like it was time to wrap it up. And now hearing him say these 3 conditions, the only one that I can really think of is him mentioning bringing back Brian, aka Paul Walker, because how are we going to do this? Look, it's such a conflicting thing, because with the way modern Hollywood works, the only way they could really do it is using deepfake technology, right. Maybe the use of AI. It's not bad. The tech is there. A dead person for our entertainment in a movie about racing cars where the actual actor died in a car accident. It feels like in such in poor taste, even if the family approves. But on the flip side of that, I can't help but think every time Fast 8, Fast 9, or Fast 10 was happening, in my mind as a fan, I'm like, Brian should be here. Where is Paul Walker's character? He would not just let all this mission and his wife go in there since I stopped watching it. He would be here helping.
Probably a while, like, just let it go.
Why he's not? Because he's dead. Maybe if so really, I think there's only 2 ways I fully accept this, and you ain't gonna like either option I have. One is they just recast the role. I know Paul Walker has a brother and he kind of looks like him, but if you just put that CGI, I'm not gonna be fully okay with a dead-eyed CGI Paul Walker. That's just gonna give me the creeps throughout the movie, no matter how good technology is nowadays. So to me, it'd be just recast the role and say that is Brian. Say that is Paul Walker's character. 2, you know, like a lot of cartoons back in the day that would do that, show all the kid characters, but all the adult characters were only from like the waist up or the shoulder or the back end. I just want you to have someone that kind of looks like...
Hey, they used to really get us with that. Y'all don't understand, bro. Y'all don't understand. They used to only show... They always used to cut off the, like, the waist above or the neck above. Well, you used to try to like really look up as a kid. Like you would try to really wonder what these people look like.
Like Paul Walker from the back and from the sides. You could get creative with it. At least he's there. Then again, for all we know, it could be like a 5-second scene where he comes in at the very end. But I mean, for Vin Diesel to say it like this, it makes it sound like he's gonna be there from the beginning of the movie. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I obviously don't know the right answer because it's a very iffy and touchy subject. And if a big movie like a Fast and Furious franchise normalizes having a dead actor as one of your main stars in the movie, well, get ready for a lot of dead people to come back to life. How do you think they should handle Paul Walker returning?
If they unlock bringing back deceased people to play in movies, I'm not a fan at all. Like, that's part of their legacy to me. And it's cringy. Nah, I'm not a fan. I'm even trying to... Now, I can't even say that because, like, they still alive and doing well and God's still blessing them. So I don't even want to give an example of how I wouldn't like it. Just know I wouldn't like it.
Fast X Part 2. Next up here, of course, we've been getting a little more behind-the-scene tidbit.
Hey, I'm pumped for Superman. I've never cared for DC movies, but this one, I'm turned like to the max. Like I'm in there. Day one, Dolby Digital seat. Can't wait. I know IMAX. I follow IMAX, but I prefer my colors, my Blackie inks, my contrast. I prefer my quality over quantity. You know, IMAX, you get more screen size. That's your quantity. Adobe, you get more quality. I prefer quality over quantity. And then a lot of times, if you do the comparison, you're really not missing much. Like, you're not missing much. To each his own. If you IMAX, drop a comment. Adobe, drop a like.
It's more little clips and things for Superman, and one of them ended up revealing the Hall of Justice. Of all things, it ended up being for a car commercial, which I think really sucks, and it just makes me go, dude, I need to see this movie now because they're starting to reveal way too much. And for those of you who don't know, the Hall of Justice is usually a place where the Justice League will eventually gather, and it's kind of like their home base outside of the Watch.
I'm also hoping this changed the trajectory for DC films. Like, I actually know the Flash movie. I really enjoyed the Flash movie, but anything before that, I just personally did not. Too dull, too black, too damn, too long, or too boring, or I don't read the comics, so I don't have that like extra of attachment that a lot of people go to see them. But the Flash, I really enjoyed, and then this Superman one, this one coming out, like, it look fire, bro. I'm excited.
Tower, that's another location, and I do hope the DCU.
So that'd be crazy because I know they made some Justice Leagues in the past. I didn't really care for it, but
from
this
the
one,
information we got from James Gunn, he says you see the Hall of Justice, and you see that it's not even finished yet, and it's owned by Maxwell Lord, and he owns the Justice Gang. Even more messed up that it's like owned by Maxwell Lord, who is like a small kind of antagonist.
You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't read the comics. I'm such a casual DC. Like, you got people who really know their stuff, kind of know their stuff, casually know their stuff. Then there's me. Like, I'm terrible.
In the world, not a full-on bad guy, but not a full-on good guy either, because he's paying superheroes.
You could put 20 Easter eggs in the movie. I won't catch not one of them.
To me, it sounds like a clear setup for like Bruce Wayne eventually to step in, buy it away from Maxwell Lord, and be like, "All right, we'll keep the name Hall of Justice, but we're not calling ourselves the Justice Gang. Ain't no gangs around here. We're gonna be a League of Justice."
Say that again.
And I guess after Superman, that's going to be the thing I'm most excited about. Of course, seeing Batman come into the universe,
that Batman
but
with
the Justice League form,
dude from Twilight. What's his name?
I forgot his name. How they do handle their location, and how they go about protecting the world. Cool. Like, I hope the DCU is around long enough to see all that come to fruition. But you guys see here the first look of the Hall of Justice. Do you mind it already existing pre-Justice League? Do you think Maxwell Lord will still be the one when it's the Justice League? Will Bruce Wayne come in and buy it out? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Anyways, that is all the movie news we currently have going on right now. I want to thank you so much for taking time my day to watch me talk some movie news. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok.
All the movie news, man. So, hey, Lou Talks. Y'all hear what I'm excited for. I'll be back for another one. Y'all go sub up to 3C Films and sub up to me, like, comment, subscribe. We talked about it.